Hi, I'm Charlie.
And I'm Liz.
Today, we are going on an adventure.
Don't we always?
So come along with us.
Welcome to the Adventure Closet. I'm Liz, and this is Charlie. We are two 80s and 90s kids that never lost their sense of wonder. We're all over the map, exploring wild and abandoned places, discovering rocks, geology, and history of different areas, all while living and traveling in our minivan Opal. I guess you can say our life is a mixtape of adventures. So hop in the van, hit the subscribe button, and let's go somewhere.
We've been staying just south of Flagstaff. We stayed one night at 7,200 feet. And the past couple days we've been staying at 6,200 feet, and it's been getting cold at night, and Liz is like, we should probably get to lower elevation. And what we've been staying at is up here on this mesa area. But look at that beautiful area over here. But I just saw a sign that said 18-mile downgrade, so which means we're going to be going downhill for the next 18 miles. And we're gonna end up somewhere down in here on that road that goes out that way. There's a canyon right there. This is really beautiful overlook. Hopefully we don't completely leave the trees. We are headed towards Phoenix, but we are liking the shade of the trees, and it's just beautiful here. It's always nice to be able to stop at a rest stop and find water. That's not something that we often find at a rest stop.
Yeah, clean potable water.
Yeah.
We can drink it, we can do dishes with it.
Yeah. Be able to dump our garbage. It's amazing, like, two people in a van unfortunately create a bit of garbage. I wasn't aware of how much garbage we would produce.
Well, I think we're producing less garbage than we would at home, but you notice it more because it's a smaller space. Like we're using grocery bags as garbage bags, and those fill up pretty quickly.
They do, yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely teaching us to be a little more conservative.
It is, yeah. Check out this agave plant.
So we're doing a short hike. We're going to check out the Montezuma well, which is outside of Sedona, Arizona. And it's this like mystery spring that's irrigated farming in the area for natives for centuries. The Sinagua tribe occupied this area in the 14th century. We'll also be checking out the Montezuma castle, but they definitely use this spring to irrigate their farms. And the crazy thing about this spring is they don't know the source of it. So I guess in the 40s they sent scuba divers down. They used dyes and things to see if they could trail the water. And they still don't know where the water's coming from. But it's high in arsenic. This is really cool to see. And the well is 368 feet in diameter and 55 feet deep. It's pretty massive, but the nice surprise is these little dwellings built into the side of the well, into the limestone. It's crazy. They call this a desert oasis, and I've never experienced that, but this is definitely one. It's so lush and beautiful in here, and so much wildlife.
There's 5 unique species of animals that live in this well. Unique animals meaning they don't live anywhere else in the world. There's a water scorpion, leeches, tiny snail, shrimp, and something else. But how amazing that this place is so unique. Oh, look at the cactuses up there on top of the rock. Oh, and Charlie found a baby one. Ducky. So even in 1818, there was an issue with graffiti, and this was kind of a selfish graffiti. It's a photographer that he was trying to advertise his business by advertising here that you could buy photos in Phoenix. And it kind of defaced this beautiful dwelling that's been here for centuries.
So it looks like this was part of the dwelling as well. More graffiti from the 1800s.
This place is pretty special.
This is pretty cool.
You hear that bird?
The cricket?
It wasn't a cricket. It was a bird.
All I hear is the cricket.
But yeah, this is a super special place. I've never seen a ruin that old. I've never left this country, and some of the richest history in our part of the world is here. So that's pretty amazing to see this. Very special.
The sign back there said that this is all that remains of an old pueblo, an old building that used to be here.
Circa 1300.
Pile of rubble. Built to last. I mean, the walls are still here. They're just not up.
Yeah, I've seen some houses built in the 70s that there's not much left of them.
True.
We're gonna finish out walking this little trail around the well here, and then I think we're gonna head a few miles out to see the Montezuma Castle.
Which has nothing to do with Montezuma. None of this does. It's just a name that stuck around when they named it back in the 1800s.
Well, they thought that the Montezuma Castle was Aztec, but it turned out to be the Sinagua native tribe.
Say it again?
Sinagua native tribe.
Oh.
But apparently there was many other tribes out here, and it was several communities and villages that occupied this oasis out here and farmed the land. Like, is this the desert, or is this like the countryside of Maine? Like, there's so much plant life here. It's beautiful. And all the color. Oh my goodness. This is stunning. So this here is the outlet to the well. And there's canals. Of flowing water. Wow. All right, everybody, be quiet and just listen.
And it wouldn't be an adventure closet video if we weren't looking at the rocks.
Look at that travertine.
Yeah, there's a nice bug there, and it's kind of an older bug there.
Oh yeah, look.
Lots of cool formations here. And a little dangerous overhang. Look at that, they had rubber to line the canal with back then.
So that rubber's preserving the canal.
Wow, look at this tree. Holy smokes.
What is it? It's an Arizona giant. It's a sycamore. Creating a giant umbrella of huge spreading branches, white bark, and a broad open crown with star-shaped leaves reaching 120 feet. This beauty is one of Arizona's largest trees. With enough water, these trees have relatively long lifespans.
Wow, this is
Wow.
a beautiful tree.
I literally just looked up and it took my breath away. I did not see that. All I saw was the trunk.
Yeah, and the trunk goes right across the canal. Wow. Boy, we might not even make it to the castle today. Well, that was fun.
That was so fun.
That was a really cool place. We thought we were just going to go to see a hole in the ground, and it ended up being a very educational experience.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, just the plant life alone was so fascinating.
Yeah.
Really neat place. I hate to say it, but I really think I found my new favorite national monument. I didn't know I had a favorite national monument, but I definitely found my new favorite tree, and that is the Arizona sycamore tree. Wow.
Especially that particular one that was growing across the canal.
I need to see others to compare to see if it really is my new favorite tree, but that one, if I had to pick one tree in the world, that's the tree.
Yeah, that was nice. We're checking out Montezuma's castle after Montezuma's well.
Let's go. The trail down to the castle is full of these Arizona sycamore trees that I love. They're so beautiful. So I'm catching a glimpse of the castle. It's 5 stories high and has 20 rooms. And I just saw a glimpse of it. I'm waiting for Charlie, and it is so cool. Cannot wait to show you guys. That's incredible. Look at that.
That's cool.
Oh my gosh. We're just sitting here staring up at the castle. Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And I was wondering, like, wouldn't it be cool if you could get a tour of it? But apparently Charlie saw a sign and...
It said that people pretty much have destroyed the interior and a lot of it because of they used to be able to climb up there with ladders and such.
Yeah, that's a shame. This is amazing.
Apparently they made the ladders to get up to the castle out of these sycamore trees here. You can see where old walls used to be.
So this picture here kind of explains the 5 levels. So let's get you a good view of what we're looking at. Floor 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow,
That's cool.
very cool.
This tree is pretty cool. It looks like little mini ferns
Oh, I
on the
know.
leaves.
So tiny. It is so alive out here. I love it. And here is Beaver Creek, which was the lifeline to the Sinagua tribe. It feels and sounds like we're in a jungle out here.
It does. It's very cool.
Very, very cool.
She's got legs. She knows how to use them.
Well, I enjoyed Montezuma well much more than the Montezuma castle. The castle was cool, but it looks like a reconstruction. It really does.
It does, but it's still pretty amazing to think.
Yeah, that people used to do that.
Yeah, and plus it was surrounded by those sycamores and
Oh yeah, the whole area here is just gorgeous. I'm glad we got to check them both out in the same day, and now we get to go find a camp spot for the night.
this beautiful oasis of a desert.
Yeah.
Well, we just majorly scored. It is difficult to find things that don't have dairy in it. We really try to avoid dairy. And we found some authentic native fry bread.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Delicious.
Yep, and we're having it, the traditional way is with salt. So that's what Charlie has in his hand. And then we also got a cinnamon and sugar because
That's popular.
It's good. They're both amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. Like, I know you guys can't smell it or taste it, but
delicious in here.
In a quarter mile, at the traffic circle, take the first
buddy.
exit onto...
And we are home for the night.
we're always home on the road. But here's where Opal is parked. And I think there's a creek down here somewhere. We're gonna go explore. Well, it appears that the creek is dry, but when you're a rockhounder, that's not a bad thing. Let's check out the rocks. So there's definitely some interesting rocks. Like there's that greenstone. And then, ooh, that's got like pink in it.
What that is.
Yeah. But yeah, lots of this greenstone. I don't know what that is. Huh. Peculiar. We need to find out what kind of rocks are in the area and maybe do some rock hounding tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll see. Bye now.
Bye now.
Oh my gosh. I wish I had a different camera to show this thing. It's like a grasshopper or something, but it's huge. Scared me. I was picking up a rock next to it. That thing's huge. Beautiful. All right, I better be careful where I'm putting my hands around here. That guy's not dangerous, but there's definitely dangerous things out here. I'm gonna leave you alone, buddy.
That thing is like 2 inches long almost. Things are kind of creepy. So apparently these things are called plains lubbers. L-U-B-B-E-R. And they're just like giant grasshoppers. And apparently it's mating season for them. Because that's the second one I found mating. I'll leave you lovers alone. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out our Patreon if you want to help support our journeys and help us make more great videos like this. And we will see you next week.
Thank you guys. Bye now.
Bye now.